getting back to abnormal after Oscar Sunday. You know, the Dolby Theater is where the Oscars are held, is right across the street from us. This is why they keep asking me to host the show. They don't have to pay for a car to bring me over there. I just walk. But there's a big billboard on the corner. You've probably seen this driving in, right?
Oh, yeah.
It must be 80 feet tall. And I will say, these guys wasted no time swapping that out. Yesterday morning, I was already taken down and replaced by Dune 2. They didn't even offer me the billboard. You know, they're made out of, like, some kind of paint. You know how great that would have looked, completely covering Matt Damon's house? But I guess the message is it's over. It's fun while it lasted, I guess. Not for you, though. It's not the Oscar magic continues for you, Guillermo.
Yes.
Did you see what Charlize Theron posted on Instagram today?
Yes, Jimmy, yes.
Charlize Theron posted, somebody wrote, breaking, Guillermo and Charlize Theron are not just dating, but married. And Charlize wrote, oh, and I got married. Love you, honey. I am Guillermo. Guillermo till death do us part. I don't think even death would be able to pry you off of Charlize Theron. Is your actual wife aware of any of this?
Yes, she knows, Jimmy.
And she's okay with it?
She's okay with that.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Oh, good. All right, great. We had fun at the Oscars. I want a personal note. I want to thank everyone who reached out to me with kind words about the show. I got a lot of very nice posts and emails and texts. And more importantly, I want to let those of you who did not reach out to know it's too late. So stop. It's the poster's down. It's done. And as the award season comes to a close, spring break begins. This is fun. You know, our friends at Fox are always out scouring the country for things to be disgusted by. They particularly love, like, a story where an attractive teacher starts an OnlyFans. They'll show the sexy photos and then pretend to be disgusted by them. Well, the Get Off My Lawn Patrol is out in New Orleans for spring break this week, where correspondent Lawrence Jones got quite a scoop.
I had the opportunity to talk to one lady yesterday. She says she applies her bronzer and then she does cocaine.
So tell me, how do y'all start y'all's day?
Morning routine, two things you can't live without, bronzer and cocaine. Wake up, put on bronzer, cocaine, we're good for the day.
Bronzer, then cocaine.
And now I'm a senior in college and here I am. Yeah, my two go-tos, bronzer and cocaine.
That's some story. She applies the bronzer before she does the line of coke. She wants to look good before she gets high.
I've never heard it before.
No, I mean, it makes sense. How hard would it be to apply bronzer when you're all coked up? You'd wind up looking like Donald Trump is what you wind up looking like, but Joe Biden's America, guys. Nothing but bronzer and cocaine. Humans aren't the only ones doing drugs in New Orleans. A pack of rats somehow made their way into the evidence room at the New Orleans Police Department.
Major rodents on the floor, the cockroaches, the rats eating our marijuana. They're all high.
How can you tell that the rats are high? I mean, are those the ones playing Xbox? How do you know? Anyway, those rats sound cool as hell to me, but it was presidential primary day in Georgia today. Biden and Trump both traveled to Georgia this weekend asking for votes. Of course, the last time Trump asked for votes in Georgia, he was indicted for it. Turns out you have to do it before the election. But Trump and Biden hosted competing rallies over the weekend, though it's not really accurate to call them rallies. Biden's was more of a medium-octane bingo night. Trump's was like a My Mom's a Stripper episode of Jerry Springer. Usually when two elderly men travel to Georgia together, it's to play Augusta National and maybe see the bench from Forrest Gump. But this trip was all business. After the trip, though, Trump took a break during a vigorous round of golf to take in a brief performance from a very talented young lady.
His power over us grows stronger yet, and though demons turn from you, they glance behind. The President of the United States is
Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, Melania used to sing to him like that. Not anymore. Everything about him is weird. You know, we talk a lot about how mean and, like, dishonest and dumb Trump is, but we sometimes forget about the weird factor. While he was singing his own praises in Georgia this weekend, for some reason, he decided it would be a good idea to say this.
In February alone, nearly 1 million jobs held by native-born Americans disappeared by one... Think of that. You lost 1 million jobs. Black people.
It's like he's on a game show by himself. He's the host and the contestant on the show. You lost 1 million jobs. Black people. Right? This is good. At 1:30 a.m. East Coast time, Trump posted, "We must immediately have a full-scale debate between Crooked Joe and Honest Don." I'm ready to go anytime. He's giving himself nicknames now. Is there anything sadder than giving yourself a nickname at 1:30 a.m. on the toilet going, Honest Don? That's going to be... And Honest is Abe Lincoln's nickname. It's not your... Even the nickname Honest is stolen. There are so many nicknames that would be better than Honest Don, like Genghis Don, Don the Con, Donnie D. Cups, Donnie A. West, Donald Duck the Giraffe, Kim Jong-un, and Man Boob Mussolini. Any of those would be better than Honest Don. But Honest Don has a little bit of a housekeeping situation right now. One of his employees, a longtime employee, Mar-a-Lago, a guy who worked for him for 20 years, has been cooperating with the special counsel in the classified documents case. For months, this man has been known as Trump employee number 5. Now we know his name. It's Brian Butler. He's the one who had to move the documents when the FBI was looking for them to Trump's plane. Butler sat down for an interview with CNN. He had a lot to share about how sloppy Trump was about keeping the documents locked up.
The lake room, which is pretty much above, close to almost above Pine Hall. I mean, anybody could just go around a spiral staircase, turn left, and there it is.
Anybody could access that room?
Well, I'm sure you needed a key, but yeah, I mean, there were multiple ways to get to the lake room.
How many people had a key, if you had to guess?
I'm assuming they didn't change, if they had the same lock, oh my gosh, they're probably over 10 keys, 20 keys. I mean, all the managers had master keys.
But they were all attached to a big wooden spoon, so they were safe. Every guy who's been with Trump for years looks like the doorman at a strip club, right? Unfortunately, the judge hearing this documents case, Aileen Cannon, is moving it along slower than Joe Biden on rollerblades, which means we might not get to see it before the election. But there are 91 felony charges against Trump. And the other night at the Oscars, I asked Trump why he was still up. He said, "Isn't it past your jail time?" And while it was a joke, it made me wonder if justice prevails and Trump does go to prison, what will his life be like? So I met with a group of nonviolent former inmates. These are guys who've done real time to ask, what can our former president expect behind bars? And what can he do to prepare himself for prison?
Hi, my name is Roby. I served 12 years in California State Prison.
I'm Justin Paperny. I served 18 months at Taft Federal Prison Camp.
My name is Carlos Cervantes. I served almost 11 years in the California State Prison system.
I'm Dante West. I served 3 years, 8 months at Lansing Correctional Facility. I was exonerated in 2021.
Roby, Justin, Carlos, Dante, thank you for being here. You know, Donald Trump is facing a lot of different charges. If you could describe what his prison experience might be like, God forbid he goes in.
I think he'll fit right in.
You do?
Yeah, because, you know, he's dealing with politics with the Democratic Party and the Republican Party.
Yeah.
But and theirs almost the same, but now you're dealing with Mexicans, blacks, whites, and Asians.
Now you're talking about like these racial divisions in prison. What would Donald Trump, what group would he be in? Is there an orange?
In the federal system where I served time, there is some race segregation, but if a white guy goes to sit with blacks or Asians, they're not going to get reprimanded and thrown out, but you want to be respectful.
Did you learn to whisper the word black in? How hard would it be for him to smuggle in like a bucket of KFC? How hard would it be for him to make like the 11 herbs and spices in the toilet? Is that possible? You guys do any toilet cooking in prison?
Not in the toilet.
The closest he would get to KFC, You can cook some of the best meals I ever had were in prison.
Some of the best meals you've ever had were in prison?
Yeah.
For sure.
Really?
Phenomenal meals.
You say no, though. You haven't had anything good to eat.
I mean, some of the food is good, but you think about all the good food out here. I mean,
Well, now everything is soy-based too, so it sucks.
Oh, he's probably never had soy in his whole life. So this is not going to be a great experience for him, but it's manageable.
Well, he's gonna have to pay his taxes. I don't know how he's gonna do it with.
You say taxes, you don't mean pay, because we know he doesn't pay his taxes.
Now it's mandatory.
On the outside, now you have to pay taxes. What do you mean when you say taxes?
You pay someone a book of stamps, mackerel or tuna, which is the currency in prison. There's no money.
A book of stamps,
Mackerel, tuna.
or tuna. What about cigarettes? What happened to cigarettes?
Cigarettes are banned.
We're healthier now, including in the prisons, Jimmy. Let's get with it.
Oh, in my day, now they're smoking mackerel. What about like tweeting and stuff like that? Would he be able to do that? Post on his social media platforms?
If he sneaks in a cell phone.
yeah, if he gets a phone in there.
Do you think Melania will bring stuff into the prison for him?
I think he'll go to visitation and be like, hey, you need to go ahead and bring back that phone, and there's only one place to put it up, right?
The phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. So that's how phones get in?
Yeah, or, well, you gotta get the charger in too, so.
On the charger also? Would you recommend that Trump get some tattoos before?
Definitely.
He should.
Definitely.
What tattoos should he
The
get
White House.
before he goes
The
in?
portrait of himself.
What about one of those little teardrops under his eye?
Doesn't that mean you have to do real?
Yeah, you have to put in real work.
Yeah, that's. I don't. He hasn't earned the teardrop.
Oh, you have to earn the teardrop.
Or you earn that.
Well, he said he did go kill Osama bin Laden, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that was Obama, but he probably did say that, yeah.
Oh, he killed Roe versus Wade, right? So I guess he would cheat for that. Right, there was one time I was in prison, right, walking in the cafeteria, and they had a sheet over the table, and they was on a date. And
So it was romantic.
yeah, some people are serving life. They get someone to come in with the modified titties and ass, kind of like built like Donald, right? And lights cut off, they come cuddle.
Cuddle is a code.
I never used that. That's a code I never used.
You never got a chance to cuddle?
I didn't cuddle. No, there was no cuddling.
Guys, come on. He never got to cuddle. Let's give him a little cuddle. What does cuddle mean? I mean, honestly, like, what are we talking about cuddle-wise?
Well, I was in there with like a bunch of lifers, right, out there in Kansas. So you'll see like people be up and wandering around, and then
You're able to get out of your cell at night?
In a federal prison, if the sentence is less than 10 years, he'd go to one of these, what people call country club or club feds.
Is it similar to Mar-a-Lago?
yeah, I don't know what's gonna go happen, but you know, somebody's gonna claim him.
Do you think he will find love in prison?
I think a big black man will go ahead and take him under his wing,
Oh,
protect
that's
him.
nice. So you're saying that races can get along in certain situations, be they sexual?
I think if there's any opportunity, it's for an orange guy like Donnie for sure.
That's nice. Maybe we could do a little bit of role playing. Would you guys mind? We do some like reenactments? Sure. Okay, so now let's pretend this is his first day of prison, okay? And you guys can come in the area. Hey everybody, it's me, Donald Trump.
You're gonna roll with me. I got the knife. Don't talk to the police.
Okay. I can't talk to you anymore. Give me a kiss.
No, get away. Grab my pepper spray.
Ah!
We're gonna pull up on this guy.
I love your flesh-colored underwear.
That would not be the right thing to say to someone.
And what are you doing over here?
Kicking your ass.
I told you I would protect him.
Hey, what's going on over here? Hey, get down. Everyone get down. Get down on the floor, inmate.
Yeah, but I can't get back up.
Donald!
All right, well, what did we learn here?
You gotta find someone to protect you, right?
I was gonna say we wasted a lot of money on action figures. Oh, there you go. We aim to educate.